The growing rift over allegations facing Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore. This evening, the NewsHour is confirming the word that the Republican National Committee is severing all ties with the Moore campaign. This exposes a growing divide between the so-called GOP establishment and a key player in President Trump's success, Steve Bannon. John Yang has the story.
I have not been guilty of sexual misconduct with anyone.
That might be the defense for Roy Moore, the Republican running in Alabama's special Senate election. But while top establishment Republicans distance themselves from the candidate,
I think it would be best if Roy would just step aside.
I don't believe there'd be any place for him in the U.S. Senate.
I think he should step aside.
The insurgent outsider, who's his champion, is doubling down on his support.
Until I see additional evidence on Judge Moore, I'm standing with him.
Steve Bannon, the ousted White House advisor who's looking to send shockwaves through the Republican Party in 2018 and beyond. Bannon is a divisive figure, a political lightning rod as Mr. Trump's campaign CEO, then a top White House advisor whose seemingly outsized influence on the president made him a household name.
Send in Steve Bannon.
Hello, Donald. I have arrived.
Bannon left the White House in August amid Oval Office tensions and reports he was responsible for the president's tepid response in denouncing deadly racial violence in Charlottesville, Virginia.
I think there's blame on both sides, and I have no doubt about it, and you don't have any doubt about it either.
Bannon returned to his old job as executive chairman of Breitbart News, a conservative website he once dubbed a platform for the alt-right. Now he is chief antagonist for Mr. Trump and his brand of ideology, taking aim at the heart of the Senate GOP and party establishment. Bannon's threatened to identify and support primary challengers against almost every Republican running for re-election next year, except Texas Senator Ted Cruz and some Democrats. His goal? To load the Senate with insurgents who are loyal to Mr. Trump's populist ideas and want to buck Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
There's a time and season for everything. And right now, it's a season of war against a GOP establishment.
It's an incredibly stupid and counterproductive idea.
Michael Steele is a longtime Republican consultant and a former aide to House Speaker John Boehner and to Jeb Bush's presidential campaign.
This isn't a matter of ideology. This is a matter of math. If you have a 52-seat majority in the Senate, where most things in order to move forward require 60 votes, you need more Republicans, not more pure Republicans.
Just a year from the 2018 midterms, and Bannon has already claimed credit for upending at least 3 incumbents. In September, when Moore won the primary against incumbent Senator Luther Strange.
Every person in this country should get down every night and thank God Donald Trump is president of the United States.
That same day, Bannon cheered when a moderate Republican from Tennessee announced he wouldn't run.
Senator Corker stepped down today. He's not going to run for re-election.
Then a new height.
I'm announcing today that my service in the Senate will conclude at the end of my term.
As incumbent Senator Jeff Flake of Arizona said he would not seek re-election either. Bannon's website, Breitbart News, quickly took credit with a headline flashing, "Winning, Flake out."
Thank you.
In Arizona, Bannon has endorsed Kelly Ward, a former state legislator.
I think of myself as an Americanist, and I think that's what resonates so much with the people in Arizona, and I think that's what resonated with President Trump across the country. That's why he's in the White House, and that's why I'll be in the Senate.
Ward unsuccessfully ran against Senator John McCain last year. Now she's casting herself as an American-first conservative insurgent.
We want a secure border. We want to stop illegal immigration. We want Obamacare out of here. We want the tax code fixed. We want the military to be strong. We want all of those things. And the people who are in Washington, D.C. right now are not delivering.
At her kickoff party in Scottsdale, Arizona, Bannon made clear it's him and candidates like Ward versus the establishment.
It's an open revolt, and it should be. These people hold you in total contempt. When they attack a Donald Trump and a Dr. Kelly Ward, it's not Donald Trump and Kelly Ward they're trying to shut up. It's you they're trying to shut up.
His message resonated with the crowd.
I am very unhappy with McConnell. I am very unhappy with the Senate.
I think they go back to Washington and they just think they're set for life there, and they don't care what the hell the people think about them.
Well, Steve Bannon is carrying on with that clear agenda that was promised to us during the Donald Trump campaign.
For his part, McConnell is already firing back. His super PAC, the Senate Leadership Fund, launched ads linking Ward to a conspiracy theory that the government uses airplanes to spread mind control chemicals.
Chemtrail Kelly's got her head in the clouds with crazy ideas.
He wouldn't be the first to try and clean house within his own party, says presidential historian Michael Beschloss.
Franklin Roosevelt tried that in 1938 with some senators, especially from the South, who were blocking his programs. And he actually would go into the home state of the senator and give speeches against him. It didn't work. He didn't get one of them elected. If you're trying to change the party, that always happens in history over the course of a number of elections. It just doesn't happen overnight with one election night. And so when you hear a David Plouffe or a Karl Rove say, I'm not just trying to change the party for this moment, I'm trying to change it for the next generation, that's very much within the tradition of American history.
Bannon also says he's looking for long-term change, and his first test will be in 2018. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm John Yang.